This is class 9th Information Technology Employability Skills 402. Unit number 3 ICT Skills. Using the keyboard. So computer, laptop or mobile. You need a keyboard. You need an input device. Because you may be entering, say, text from A to Z, numbers 0 to 9, symbols, special characters or commands. So all these have to be given to your computer or computing device so that it can process and give you the result. So a keyboard in any of these devices will take these numerals or alphabets, special characters or even the commands. This is through keyboard. This is just a traditional conventional type of keyboard I am trying to depict here. But nowadays these have changed immensely. The design have changed. ASDF, QWERTY, this is the name. I'll just show you why this is ASDF. See, ASDF. So that is why it is called ASDF. The upper line you see QWERTY, CQWERTY. So this is how QWERTY and ASDF is the type of keyboard. Okay. So the things in different keyboard, the keys will be different in different position, but the action will be same. From F1 to F12, the topmost, if you see here, these are the function keys. The keys being labeled from F1 to F12, these are called function keys. So they have a specific function depending upon the program. So every program has different way of dealing, For example, you take any program, normally say MS Word, and you press F1 key, you hit F1 key. This F1 key pressing will give you the help document. So this F1 is normally used for invoking the help file of the application of the program. Okay. Normally F1 is help, but it may be in certain program, it may be for some other purpose. Control keys. What are these control keys? Let me show you. First of all, the control key is control key only. So we have a CTRL control key we have. Okay. Then we have Alt, Shift. So we have a space bar, caps lock, tab. So these are all the control keys. Tab is space bar only, means 4 spaces. So wherever it is used, it will be, by itself it will work or it will work in combination. If you say control, along with this control, if you press C, so whichever content you have selected, it will be copied to a, there is a board, you call it as a in between. So it is pasted there, it is copied to the blackboard, and then once you press Control C with control, and in another document or in the same document you press now Control with V together, so this content will be pasted here. So this is how the control is a control key, works along with other keys. Shift. See, every keys, if you see, there are certain keys have 2 symbols, 2 characters given. Okay. Say then if you press Shift, the above character will be printed, otherwise the lower one. Caps lock, it will make this smaller to capital and capital to smaller. Like you are writing ABCD. If you press ABCD, then you type, it will be capital ABCD. Alt is also with, with different combination. Okay. Tab is 4 character. You see, Enter is the biggest key, not the longest. If you are being asked what is the longest key, it's space bar. And which is the biggest one? It is Enter, because it will be used everywhere. Basically, it's a command giving key. So Enter or Return, depending upon the system or brand you have, it will work. It basically, as I said, it is for as it works as a final key. Something you have written, say on WhatsApp you are messaging something, then you press enter, the message will be sent. Okay. So if say you right click from a mouse a file, you come to delete the option and then you press enter, what will happen? Enter will delete the file. You can do it by mouse also, but enter is for basically the final touch. Right? Again, it can take you to do the commands, and or if you want to confirm a task, that is the final touch it will give. Coming to punctuation key. Punctuation in English, what we have? We have colon, semicolon, question mark, the single quotation mark and double quotation mark. So normally in programming in programming language, all these are used in normal typing, MS Word, text document. Okay, you are going to write some book name or some quote, so you will give the double quotes. I'll just show you the punctuation marks here. These are the punctuation keys, and some of the keys have the upper and lower. So you press shift, the upper will come. If you don't press shift, the lower character will come, because there are keys which will have two characters at the same time. The shift will toggle you between these two. Now navigation key. Navigation is simply moving, going up, down, like this. So we have home, arrow keys, and page up, page down. These are navigation keys. So you need to move up, down, right and left in a document. Then you will use all these keys. Home and end keys, what they will do? They will move the cursor to the left or right end of the line of text. So there is a line of text, home and end will take you to the first and last. So if you see these are the navigation keys. Okay, there are certain navigation keys above also. So page up, page down also is there. If you see on the top one, this is page up, page down. Okay, so it's basically navigates through your document so that you can go as per your will on your document. Then we have command key. Command keys, see, for example, you have A, B, C, D. Now you came here at C, the cursor. Now you press the insert key, you turn on the insert, and now you override this character. Right? If you delete it, this whole will be deleted. Backspace, if you put a cursor, the previous one will be deleted. Previous character will be deleted. Insert has to be turned on. Delete, backspace, they all will remove the text character. Okay. Delete where the cursor is, backspace the character which is previous to the cursor. So let me show you the command keys also. So if you see, these are the command keys. Okay, insert, delete. So this basically the key combination has navigation also and command also. So there are certain ways in which these keys can be used in a multiple way, depending upon the application, depending upon the app you are working. Okay. And there is a window key also. In a keyboard, you always see a window key. When you press this window key, the start menu will open. The start menu will contain of or consist of different options of the programs and also the shutdown, log off activity. Along with keyboard, mouse is also an input device. A mouse will make you move freely, freehand. So mouse is a small device. We can use it to move, select, open items on a computer screen. So you are moving, you are freely, just by a movement of your hand, you are moving the mouse, and the cursor, wherever it is going, the pointer of the mouse where it is going, you have different activities or function that you can perform. So rolling over or hovering is going to certain item, certain file, certain folder. Then point and click, just select that and click. Drag and drop means press your button, take it somewhere and leave it, and double click will open it. I'll give you an example. So this is a File Explorer of window, I'm creating a new folder. Let us name it as 1. One more new folder, 2. Let us name it as 2. Let us make one more folder, that is 3. Okay, 3 folders I have made. Now in these 3 folders I am hovering now. This is rolling over of hovering. When I am taking my mouse, the different folders are being selected. This is rolling over or hovering over. Point and click, let us see. Now I'll take here and I'll click. It is just hovering, but once I want to select, what will come? So let me make a file here. New, I'm right clicking mouse and I have created a new Word document. Again right click, new, say text document. Say text document, anything, PowerPoint document you can choose. So I'm creating or making a new document. These are files. 1, 2, 3 a folder. These are 2 files. Now when I selected it and right click. So when I selected it is permanently selected. So that is selecting. And now I've pressed delete also. Now I am renaming this file. So these are the different options, the mouse functions I am trying to show you. So point and click I showed you. When I came here, single click is selection. Single click is hovering, is just going over it. Single click means selecting it. And double click means opening it. When you double click on this file or folder, it will open that file or folder. Right? Now coming to 3, it's free now. Let me make it's empty. Now let me make another file. Create a file, new bitmap image. Now I am taking this one. I want this file to be transferred. So I'll just right click, cut, go back to any other folder and right click and paste. So cutting and pasting. Now the file which was in 3rd folder, it is now on the 2nd folder. Now I can just drag and drop. I just took it and dragged it, but the problem is I already opened it, if you remember. So I have to delete it now. I cannot drag and drop until the file is open. So let me I'm again using the mouse, crossing it. Now I will drag it and drop it. Means mouse I pressed, then I dragged it and then I left the mouse button. So this is how I've not left it. Now I'm leaving it. So now that new file, Word file has now dropped into folder 1. This is drag and drop. And this is moving a file from one place to another, one folder to another, one location to another. Okay. So you have to double click to open. Means all these action I showed you, you can do it by your mouse. Now let us see the progress, what we have learned. Which of the following functions are performed using a mouse? Choose and tick all the correct options. So see, these are the answers also for your reference. So turning off the computer, you cannot do it by mouse. You have to press proper button. You have to push a button so that the computer turns on. So just remove it. Typing you cannot do with mouse. After typing, you can do various activities with mouse, but typing you cannot do with my mouse. So what are remaining? Right click and drag and drop. Right click I showed you. Okay. See, this right click, I am right clicking on it. So there are so many options come here and open. So just right click and just open. You'll see we have a file inside this folder. Okay. Now right click and drag and drop of an icon you can always do. Okay. Third one, I'm just dragging it, taking it and putting it in the folder. Actually I'm throwing it, just pressing mouse button and just throwing it. So drag and drop an icon. What is the term used when you press and hold the left mouse key and move the mouse around? So see, when you press and hold the left mouse key, okay, left, and move the mouse around, that is you are selecting. Okay, selecting. So it can be highlighting, but you are not, it depends on the application. If you are doing it on, say, Adobe, the reader, Acrobat Reader, you're highlighting, but because you cannot edit there. But if you're doing it in Word, I'm just making a new Word here, Word document. I'll just show you. I'm making a new Word document. I'll type something here, then I'll show you what selecting means. I'm writing computer. Now I am pressing mouse button and now I am selecting it. Okay, this is mouse selection I'm doing. I hope you got the idea. This is selecting. The answer, you might be confused with highlighting and dragging and moving. It's not. It's basically selecting, because the question specifically is asking about pressing the left button and then moving it around, mouse around. Okay. Dragging is simply when you press and then you leave the mouse at somewhere. Rearrange the steps for starting a computer in the correct sequence. So what will you do first? First thing is you have to press a button, of course. So when you press a button, power on self-test and BIOS will start. So first thing is you have to press the button and post and BIOS will start. POST, power on self-test. ROM, basically ROM has that program, and BIOS and post will be conducted by it. So post and BIOS, power on self-test and basic input output system. Second is operating system will be loaded into RAM and it will get started. Third thing will be now your operating system will give you the welcome screen. Welcome and etc. it will be shown. Fourth is now a login screen will come so that you can enter inside your login password with your credential inside your space. And finally, desktop appears after login. Finally, your desktop where you can start working will be shown here. After login, you will be getting this, your desktop ready to work. So this is the way: first, second, third, this is fourth, and this is fifth. This is the rearrangement. Short answer question, let us see. Describe the functions of at least 5 types of keys. We already seen, but still we'll just go through it. So there are different types of keys, function keys. Okay, I'll take you to the keyboard again. The key labeled from F1 to F12 are function keys. It performs specific function and it differs from program to program. Control keys like CTRL, control, shift, spacebar, alt, caps lock, tab. These are special control keys. And again, it works in a different way depending upon where it is used. Enter key or a return key also it is called. It is used to move the cursor to the beginning of a new line. Also, it takes command and confirm a task. That is, if you want, that is the last thing we do, enter key. Punctuation mark are colon, semicolon, question mark, single quotes, double quotes, punctuation marks. So this is used in programming, this is used in typing, the various ways it is used in places. Navigation keys like arrow keys, home, and page up, page down. You have to navigate. You need to navigate. How do you navigate? You navigate through this page up, page down, home, and you want to come to the first of the line, last of the line. Describe the function of a mouse. Mouse, roll over, hover. That is, if you have a folder and yet these are documents. Now you are taking the mouse over it. You are not clicking it. You are not pressing it, your mouse button. It's just you are moving it. So wherever you are moving, on which top it is, it will be shown like this. See, it is opening, but I am just hovering. And now second thing is point and click. You are selecting. I just showed you. Drag and drop. Take a certain point, press your button, and now without leaving your button, just drag it. Take it somewhere. Double click is just for opening. You have to click it twice, mouse button. Okay, this is all about this discussion. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.